a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. MegaRamp. A MegaRamp, or MegaRamp, is the informal name given to any large-format vert ramp structure, often used in skateboarding and freestyle BMX. The name distinguishes a second generation of ramps which became increasingly popular during the 1990s-2000s transition years. They are so called to distinguish them from the more modest classic ramps used throughout the preceding decades of these sports and which were, at most, half-scale versions of these newer and larger ramps. MegaRamp is also the name of a MegaRamp event organization and promotion company. Structure. Contemporary structures are generally constructed of metal scaffold with a wood surface topped with scatolite, and consist of 2 or 3 sections. The most common ramp setup, used as well by MegaRamp, is a sequence of 3 MegaRamp sections: a roll-in, a gap jump, and a vert quarter pipe. Vert half-pipe MegaRamps have been built in the past, but they are uncommon. The roll-in section consists of a single or multiple roll-ins that drop from 12 meters or higher up. The purpose of the roll-in is for the athletes to be able to gain the speed needed to tackle the other sections of the ramp. The tallest MegaRamp to date is 59.1 meters tall. It is located in professional skateboarder Bob Burnquist's backyard. The second section can be a gap jump, or a quarter pipe, though the gap jump option has become the most popular setup. Gap jumps range in distance from 7.5 meters to 21 meters between the launch and landing sections. The athletes clear the distance between the launch and landing sections of the gap jump by sailing through the air above the gap, and land on the landing section, which is sloped forward to decrease the landing impact. The third section is almost invariably a quarter pipe. The quarter pipes can be 5.4 meters or greater in height and serve as either a speed break or as another launch point from which the athlete sails directly vertical into the air off the top lip of the ramp, before falling back down and landing on the quarter pipe transition again. Other additions and modifications have been tried on MegaRamps, such as the tall flat box with a rainbow rail that was added to the Point-X MegaRamp. The total length of these structures varies from approximately 60 meters to 108 meters in length. History. The first such giant ramp structure was conceived and built by BMX freestyler Matt Hoffman in his Oklahoma home backyard between 1991 and 1992. It was a single 6.3 meters tall vert quarter pipe ramp, with no roll-in ramp, from which Matt would launch and thereafter being towed into at speed by a motorcycle. In such way, in 1992 Matt set the freestyle BMX air record at approximately 7.05 meters. Matt later went on to build a full vert half-pipe ramp with similar dimensions, including a 12 meters high roll-in ramp from the top of the roof of his warehouse. Danny Way thought up the now common MegaRamp setup, a specific type of giant ramp arrangement consisting of the roll-in ramp, the gap jumps, and the final quarter pipe ramp. This setup was first seen at Point-X Camp in the Op King of Skate pay-per-view special in 2002. It was introduced again and was officially called the MegaRamp in the 2003 DC Shoes video release. The DC video, where Way set 2 world records in the same run: longest jump and highest air. In 2005, Way used a MegaRamp again to jump the Great Wall of China and became the first person to jump the wall without the help of a motor vehicle and land successfully. This was also the largest ramp structure ever built. After one practice attempt, he landed the jump across the gap over the wall 4 times in front of a crowd of Chinese dignitaries and officials, along with his family, friends, and thousands of locals. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?